Hello friends, myself Ajay Ignath Chaudhary and I have completed my BE in Mechanical Engineering and today's date is 6th April 2022 and this is the real video for topic SQL and MySQL. So we will discuss about what is SQL. SQL is a short of structure query language has per NC, that is American National Standard Institute guidelines. SQL is a standard language to maintain and manage a database. Thus, beside a mirror syntax, changes most of the databases queries for retrieving, adding or manipulating data are based on the standard SQL syntax. SQL was first developed at IBM. With SQL, you can easily query a database to add, alter, update, delete, plan. You can use SQL manage multiple database management systems such as MySQL, SQL Server, Oracle, and MS Access by writing codes and inquiry in SQL. You can create and modify the database with the creation of schemas. So now, what is MySQL? MySQL is a relation database management system developed and released back in 1995. It is developed and sponsored by SQL AB, which was the acquired by Sun Microsystem, which can now known as the Oracle today corporation. MySQL is combination of that is co-founder, daughter, and SQL. So MySQL was the earliest open source RDBMS to be ever developed and launched. Currently, there is many variants of MySQL. However, the basic syntax of the all variation remains in the same design. We're writing in C and C++ programming. MySQL is compatible all primary OS. It has a core component of widely popular open source web application software stack called LAMP, which is stand for Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP, Python. Key difference between them: SQL is a language which is used for operating your database, whereas MySQL was one of the first open source database available in the market. SQL is used in the accessing, updating, and manipulation of data in the database, while MySQL is RDMS that allows keeping the data that exists in the database. Organized SQL is a structure query language, and it is MySQL is a RDBMS retrieves the database. SQL is a query language, while MySQL is a database software. Now parameters of SQL and MySQL definition. SQL is a structure query language. It is useful for to manage relation database, where MySQL is a RDMS to store, retrieve, modifying, and administrate a database using SQL complexity. You can need to learn SQL language to use it effectively. It is readily available through downloads and installation. Types of SQL is a query language. MySQL is database software. It is SQL language to query that the database supports for all connector. SQL does not provide a connector. MySQL offers an integrated tool called MySQL Workbench to design and develop the database. Purpose of to query and operate database system allows the data handling, storing, modifying, deleting in the tabular format. Usage: SQL code commands are used in various DBMS and RDMS system, including MySQL. MySQL is used to an RDBMS data. SQL is the language which is used to operate your database. SQL is basic language used for the all database. Whereas the minor syntax changes among the different database, but basic SQL syntax remains largely the same. SQL is a short abbreviation to structure query language according to ANSYS. SQL is a standard language to operate relational database management system. Now, uh, the SQL is used to the enhancing, updating, and manipulation of language in a database that allows the design to management to data in an RDBMS such as MySQL SQL language, and also used for controlling data access and for creation, modification, and database languages. So this is all about the today's topic, MySQL and SQL difference. So thank you for watching my video.